Hello, and welcome to the South Florida weather briefing for the week of May 19th through May 23rd. I'm meteorologist Stephen Konarek. For the week ahead, the main story is high pressure over the southeastern United States that will be dominating South Florida's weather. It should bring mostly sunny skies along with seasonably warm temperatures. Breezy east-northeast winds will prevail, and the relative humidity will start off the week fairly low and then gradually increase through the week. Beach conditions, including rip currents, will be a hazard throughout the week. There is a high risk for rip currents along Atlantic beaches on Monday. Some rip current risk will continue through the week. Small craft operators should exercise caution as east to northeast winds of 15 to 20 knots will continue through Tuesday, gradually diminishing late this week. Seas on the Atlantic will range from 3 to 5 feet, higher in the Gulf Stream, with 1 to 3 foot seas expected in the Gulf waters. Taking a look at the surface map, fairly unchanging conditions through the week, with high pressure centered north of the area continuing clockwise flow around the high pressure, bringing east winds across the Florida Peninsula and all of South Florida. Temperatures will be about normal for this time in May, ranging for high temperatures from the low to mid 80s along the Atlantic coast to the upper 80s and even a few low 90s over western interior sections of South Florida. Low temperatures will be in the low to mid 60s across interior South Florida, but low to mid 70s across the Atlantic urban areas. Here's a look at the 5-day rainfall forecast through Friday night. And as you can see, a large chunk of the southern United States and Gulf states will see very little rainfall over the next 5 days, and that includes Florida and South Florida in particular. With all the sun and dry conditions, UV index will be quite high across South Florida over the next 5 days, and this will lead to extreme conditions where these UV index suggests that levels of that magnitude will burn sensitive skin in less than 10 minutes. Please use sunblock to protect the skin. To reiterate, the largest hazard across South Florida this week, it is rip currents. A high risk of rip currents early this week, and that may continue through much of the week. Rip currents are powerful channels of water flowing quickly away from the shore. Across South Florida, they can prove fatal. 242 people have lost their lives since 1979 along South Florida beaches due to rip currents. Always heed the advice of lifeguards. If you are caught in a rip, remain calm, swim parallel to the shore. Once you escape the grip of the rip, swim back safely to shore. Thanks for listening to this week's weather briefing. For the latest forecast watches and warnings, you can always go to our webpage at www.weather.gov/South Florida, or you can visit us on Facebook or on Twitter.